You know that once-a-year trip back to India starts with hugs at the airport, turns into a wedding-style family reunion, and ends with biryanis that test the limits of your genes. But here's the truth. That trip is not just about family selfies, it's also the pit stop that keeps your NRI life running. Skip it, and suddenly your bank accounts freeze, your insurance lapses, and FEMA penalties that hit harder than a Sunny Deol punch. I'm Sanu Nair, founder and CEO of Remittor. For years, we've helped NRIs turn what looked like endless paperwork into simple, smooth processes without a single flight back home. And today, I want to walk you through an 8-point checklist. Think of it as a handbook that saves you from turning small fixes into full-blown sagas. Everything begins with your PAN. It is your financial fingerprint in India. Check your income tax login for any pending notices, mismatches or update. Make sure your overseas address and Aadhaar linking is also correct. The portal must be up to date. Otherwise, even simple transactions can become major hurdles. Once that is taken care of, your bank accounts are next. A resident savings bank account after you've moved abroad is not just outdated, it is completely illegal under FEMA. The penalties can be massive, and that is why you need to convert your old account to an NRI account with both NRE and NRO accounts. Think of it like your kitchen at home. The NRO account is the steel dabba for everyday rent or dividends from India, while the NRE one is the shiny new tiffin where your overseas money stays fresh and tax-free. Both matter, but each has its own place. And just like you don't fill your fridge with 10 different achar bottles that you never finish, don't keep accounts in every bank. 2 are more than enough. Now let's talk about investment. If your demat account is still marked resident, SEBI can freeze it without warning. The rule is clear. NRIs must hold NRI demat accounts. Close the old one, open a new NRI demat and transfer your holdings. Update your mutual funds too, because if your KYC and FATCA still say resident, your SIPs can stop without notice. The fix is simple. Fill out the required conversion forms plus your overseas proof of residence. And while you're at the bank, here is one more smart move. RBI now allows NRIs to open joint accounts with parents or grandparents as former or survivor. It basically means while they are around, they operate the account. If something happens, you instantly take over without courts or paperwork. It is a clean way to manage medical bills, household expenses or emergencies back home. Most banks now allow this, and it saves your family from panic transfers every time something comes up. It is like keeping a spare house key with your neighbor. You may not need it often, but when you do, it saves you from breaking the law. And since we are talking about parents, let's also talk about healthcare. Abroad, seeing a doctor can take weeks. In India, you often get an appointment the same day, sometimes with a cup of chai thrown in. So make health checkups part of your trip. For parents, review their insurance and add a super top-up instead of raising the base plan. It is cheaper, like ordering extra pav with pav bhaji instead of another plate. And don't forget to digitize medical record. Emergencies don't wait. And without proper records, you'll be scrambling. Now let's talk about the professionals you need. At Remittor, we are your trusted financial avengers because we know the NRI laws, the DTA rules, the FEMA compliance and cross-border tax regulations that most local CAs or lawyers in India do not. We guide you through right filings, paperwork and legal structures so nothing slips through the crack. Now property. Most NRIs leave it on autopilot. The result is missed taxes, bills or builders who vanish after sending a good morning WhatsApp. During your trip, do a full audit. Visit your property, check utilities, loan papers and builder updates. Put it all into one property dossier. Next, your power of attorney. But wait, if you know you will need help later, draft and get the process started while you're still here. It is the only way to ensure transactions can move forward in your absence. It is like checking your ancestral Haveli during Diwali. One quick visit now can prevent years of damage later. And finally, the unsung hero, your Indian mobile number. Without it, OTP stop working and you suddenly cannot log into anything. Switch to a postpaid plan, link it to autopay from your NRE or NRO account, and your number will stay active. It's a small step, but it is the thread that ties all your financial services together. Without it, you're locked out faster than a college student returning late into a PG after curfew. So that's your 8-point checklist. Update your PAN, fix your bank accounts, regularize your investments, set up joint accounts, review healthcare, let Remittor handle your compliance with the right professionals. Audit your property and keep that Indian mobile number alive. Do these once and the rest of your NRI journey becomes much smoother. If this saved you a headache, like and share it with your NRI friends and family. Subscribe to Remittor for more practical guides while we help you bridge borders, protect assets and make global living easier, one smart move at a time.